Inside the burning Jedi temple, Darth Vader moved through smoke and red light like a shadow with a blade. Every step brought him closer to the order Sidious had given him. Kill them all, end the Jedi forever. But when he reached the hallway outside the training room, he heard something that stopped him cold, waiting for help. The door slid open. A cluster of younglings looked up at him. One boy stepped forward and whispered, "Master Skywalker, what do we do?" The name hit harder than any lightsaber. Anakin Skywalker still lived beneath the mask of Vader. Then the force shifted. A dark presence entered the hall behind him. Sidious had come to witness the final step. His eyes narrowed as he saw the children alive. "Lord Vader," he said, calm and cruel. "Complete your task." Vader ignited his blade, but he did not turn toward the younglings. He turned toward his master. Sidious struck first. Blue lightning screamed across the corridor. Vader caught part of it on his blade, but the power drove him back, burning the walls black. The younglings scattered behind pillars as the two Sith crashed together. Red and blue lit the chamber in flashes. Vader attacked with raw force, heavy and furious. Sidious moved like poison, laughing as he struck at every weakness left in Anakin's soul. "You chose them over Padme?" Sidious hissed. That lie broke the last chain. Vader hurled a fallen statue into the Emperor and seized the moment. He cut the ceiling supports, dropping fire and stone between Sidious and the children. Then he reached out through the smoke. "Run," he ordered. "Stay behind me." For the first time that night, the younglings obeyed not Vader, but Anakin Skywalker. And as the temple shook, Sidious rose from the flames, smiling. Vader drove the younglings through the lower corridors of the Jedi Temple, away from the great halls now filled with clones and fire. He did not move like a Sith Lord anymore. He moved like a hunted knight, checking every corner, reading every tremor in the Force, searching for one path still left open. Behind him, the children struggled to keep pace. Some were crying. Some were too shocked to speak. One small Twi'lek girl asked the question none of them could escape. "Are you taking us to the council?" Vader did not answer at once. The council was dead or dying. The temple was no longer a sanctuary. At last, he said, "I'm getting you out." Those words changed everything. He led them into an old service tunnel once used by temple workers and maintenance droids. It bypassed the main battlegrounds and descended toward the undercity platforms. For a moment, the noise of battle faded. Then his stolen comlink sparked to life. Clone units had sealed the district. Gunships circled the spires. Every exit was being locked down. Sidious had already spread the order. Darth Vader was now a traitor to the empire he had helped create. He stopped at a blast door leading to a hidden hangar. Beyond it lay a single transport, small enough to evade scanners if they launched fast. But the door controls were dead. Vader placed his hand on the metal and forced the system awake through sheer power. The children hurried inside as alarms began to scream again. Then Vader felt a familiar presence drawing near through the smoke. Not Sidious this time. Obi-Wan Kenobi had entered the temple. And if Kenobi found him here, blade in hand beside frightened children, the next choice would decide the fate of them all that night. Obi-Wan was coming, and Vader had only seconds to decide whether to fight his old master or trust him. Coruscant woke to lies. Before sunrise, the Empire declared that Darth Vader had murdered Jedi survivors and stolen temple children for secret plot. Palpatine used every channel, every clone commander, every citizen. He did not want Vader captured. He wanted him erased, turned from hero of the Republic into the first monster of Imperial history. Across the city, gunships lifted into the ash-filled sky. Shock troopers sealed landing lanes. Probe droids swept between towers. The hidden hangar below the temple was no longer a way out. It was a trap, closing from every side. Inside the transport, the younglings huddled together as engines warmed. Vader stood at the ramp, staring into the smoke. He could feel the net tightening. Sidious was not acting in anger alone. This was strategy. If Vader escaped with witnesses, the Emperor's story could break before the Empire began. One of the boys looked up at him. "Will they stop hunting us?" Vader answered with honesty, "No, not while I live." He launched the transport anyway. The ship burst from the temple's lower levels and shot between burning spires as clone gunners opened fire. Vader took the controls himself, flying with speed through traffic lanes and falling debris. A gunship clipped the port wing. Warning lights screamed. The children cried out. Still, he drove forward, choosing the route clones feared to follow the industrial underlevels. But the Emperor was adapting. A message hit every military band on Coruscant. Lord Vader was now guilty of treason against the Empire. Deadly force authorized. No mercy. In the cockpit, Vader sensed a second wave moving to intercept. Not clones, something darker. Something trained for Jedi blood. And as the transport dropped into the shadows below the city, red lights appeared ahead in ambush, waiting in the dark. This was no clone trap. Sidious had sent hunters built for one purpose: to destroy the fallen Chosen One. Obi-Wan moved through the shattered temple with blaster fire echoing above him. He expected death, smoke, and silence. He did not expect signs of mercy. Fallen clones lay beside sliced support beams. Burn marks scarred the walls where Sith lightning had struck. And in the middle of that ruin, he found something impossible. The younglings were gone. At first, fear hit him harder than anger. Had Anakin taken them as prisoners? Had Sidious moved them first? Then Obi-Wan found a security panel still sparking from damage. He forced it on and watched the final recordings from the corridor outside the training chamber. He saw Anakin enter. He saw the children call him Master Skywalker, and then he saw Darth Sidious attack. The footage shook him. Anakin had not slaughtered the younglings. He had turned on the Emperor to protect them. For one brief, impossible moment, the man Obi-Wan had raised still existed beneath the black armor and rage. Yoda joined him in the archive chamber and studied the recording in silence. At last, the old master said, "A choice Skywalker made. Broken he is. Lost, not fully." Obi-Wan wanted to believe that, but belief would not stop what came next. If Anakin had fled with the children, Sidious would hunt him without rest. And if the clones reached him first, the younglings would die anyway. Then a Republic signal flashed across the temple network. A transport matching stolen temple codes had been spotted descending into the industrial undercity. It was moving fast, it was damaged, and Imperial forces were converging on its position from every direction. Obi-Wan closed the recording and looked at Yoda. There was no time left for grief. If Anakin had done the impossible, then Obi-Wan had one final chance to save him from the Empire below tonight. Obi-Wan turned toward the undercity at once, and far below Coruscant, the children were about to see Darth Vader, not as a monster, but as their only shield. Deep in Coruscant's industrial undercity, Vader brought the damaged transport down inside an abandoned freight bay. Steam hissed from cracked pipes. Red warning lights flashed across rusted walls. The younglings stumbled out, shaken but alive, and for the first time, they saw what he was truly doing. He was not leading them to death. He was standing between them and it. Blaster fire burst from the tunnel entrance seconds later. Imperial troops had tracked the ship faster than Vader expected. He stepped forward without a word, red blade igniting in the dark. The children backed away, but they did not run from him now. They watched as he met the first wave alone. He moved like a storm. Bolts flew back into troopers. Metal doors were torn from hinges and hurled down the corridor. When a grenade rolled toward the group, Vader caught it in the force and crushed it before it could explode. Each act shattered the fear the children had carried since the temple. One youngling, a Rhodian boy, pulled two others behind cover and whispered, "He's saving us." Vader heard it. For a moment, the mask meant nothing. Anakin Skywalker was still there, buried under ash, pain, and terrible choices. He turned to the children and gave a simple order. "Stay low. Stay together. Trust the Force." Then heavier footsteps echoed through the bay. These were not clone troopers. Black-armored hunters emerged from the smoke, their weapons built for one purpose: Jedi killers. The Emperor had sent his first dark enforcers before the Inquisitors ever had a name. Vader lifted his blade again, but this time the children did not hide from him. They moved behind him as one. And in that instant, Anakin realized he was no longer just escaping Coruscant. He was becoming their last protector. The younglings no longer saw a monster in black armor. They saw the one man willing to stand and die for them. And in the smoke ahead, the Emperor's true hunters raised their blades. When the report reached Coruscant, Palpatine did not hesitate. A Jedi had resurfaced, not a nameless survivor, but Obi-Wan Kenobi himself. That single truth changed the balance of fear across the Empire. If Kenobi was moving in the shadows, then hope was moving with him, Palpatine answered with overwhelming force. He summoned every Inquisitor to Fortress Vader and gave one command: find Kenobi before his legend spread. The Grand Inquisitor took the Outer Rim lanes. The Fifth Brother hunted old Clone War supply routes. The Seventh Sister baited refugee networks, turning frightened civilians into Imperial informants. What followed was not a search. It was a storm. World after world felt the pressure. Safe houses burned. Smugglers vanished. Former Republic officers were dragged into the light and questioned until they broke. Even Vader watched in silence as the hunt widened, because he knew Kenobi better than any of them. And that knowledge made Palpatine more dangerous, not less. Kenobi sensed the trap closing. He moved fast, never staying 2 nights on the same moon. Each escape saved lives, but every escape also confirmed the Emperor's worst fear. Obi-Wan was no broken hermit. He was active, deliberate, and gathering allies. Then the Empire caught a signal from a forgotten Jedi beacon on Ord Mantell. It was barely a whisper. Still, Palpatine felt it through the Force like a blade across glass. He smiled. The Inquisitors were redirected at once. Star Destroyers shifted course. Probe droids flooded the sector. Vader stepped forward and asked for the hunt to be his. Palpatine refused. No. This was no longer about vengeance. This was about control. As Imperial ships dropped from hyperspace above Ord Mantell, Kenobi looked up and realized the sky had turned against him. And hidden in smoke, a child softly called his name. Ord Mantell erupted in sirens as Imperial dropships cut through the smoke. Kenobi turned toward the voice and froze. It was Leia, dirt-streaked and fearless, standing beside Luke, brought off Tatooine through Bail Organa's gamble. For one impossible second, Obi-Wan saw the future and the past together. Anakin's children stood before him while the Empire closed in from every side. Vader landed soon after. His black silhouette stepped through the firelight, and the battlefield went silent. He had come expecting Kenobi. He had not expected the children. The Force shifted around them so sharply that even the Inquisitors backed away. Leia moved first. She stepped in front of Obi-Wan. Luke followed, shaking but steady. They did not ignite blades. They did not run. They simply stood there, small against metal and flame, choosing hope over fear. Vader felt it at once. Not just their power, their presence. A memory broke through the armor Padme's voice. Mustafar's ash, a life he had buried under rage. His breath faltered. The Grand Inquisitor ordered the capture. Vader raised one hand and stopped him without a word. No one moved. Palpatine's command still echoed in his mind, but something older pulled harder. Kenobi saw the conflict and made his choice. He told the children to go. Leia refused. Luke looked straight at Vader and asked, "If you were once a Jedi, why are you helping monsters?" The words hit harder than any blade. Above them, Star Destroyers locked weapons on the city. The Emperor had no intention of letting sentiment ruin his hunt. He opened a fleet-wide channel and gave the order Vader feared most. Destroy the district. Vader looked at children. Kenobi reached for the Force. And as turbolasers began to charge the night sky red, Anakin Skywalker faced one battle Darth Vader couldn't win. The children stood their ground, and for the first time in years, Vader hesitated. The night over Ord Mantell turned red when the first turbolasers fired. Kenobi raised both hands, tearing sheets of durasteel from the street to shield Luke and Leia. The blast slammed down like a meteor. Glass burst outward. Towers shook. Smoke climbed into the sky. Imperial troops rushed through the flames, thinking the district was already broken. Then, Vader stepped forward at last. He did not strike Kenobi. He did not seize the children. Instead, he lifted a hand toward the sky and caught the volley in the Force. Even the Inquisitors stared. For one moment, Darth Vader defended life. The Grand Inquisitor shouted for the hunt to continue, but Vader turned on him with a silence more dangerous than any roar. The Fifth Brother drew his blade. Vader crushed the weapon in midair, then hurled the shattered hilt back into its owner's chest. Panic spread through the Imperial line. Stormtroopers did not know whether to fire at Kenobi or kneel to their Dark Lord. Leia understood first. She grabbed Luke's arm and pulled him behind Obi-Wan. Kenobi understood second, and it shook him to his core. Anakin was still there, buried under iron, pain, and years of obedient darkness. Far above the world, Palpatine watched through the fleet's command channel and felt the fault line open. This was the future he had feared since Mustafar. Not Kenobi's return, not rebel whispers. This. The children had touched what rage could not kill. So the Emperor abandoned caution. His image flooded every bridge at once. He ordered the fleet to reduce the district to ash and commanded the Inquisitors to cut down Kenobi, the boy, the girl, and Vader if necessary. Gasps filled the commnet. No one had heard the Emperor place Vader among targets before. That order changed the battle. Kenobi knew what came next. If Palpatine committed the fleet, the city would die. He told Luke and Leia to run for Eastern Docks, where Bail Organa's people were waiting with a transport. Leia argued. Luke refused. They had come this far to help, not hide. Kenobi smiled through the fire. They were children, yes, but they were also Skywalkers. Before he could answer, the third sister emerged from the smoke with a squad of troopers at her back. She saw Vader's hesitation, saw the children, and made her choice. She aimed past Kenobi and fired at the Emperor's future. Vader moved before the shot landed. His lightsaber snapped to life and caught the bolt inches from Luke's face. The red glare washed over the boy's eyes. Then Vader drove forward in a burst of fury the Empire had never seen turned inward. He cut through troopers, disarmed the third sister, and sent the Grand Inquisitor crashing through a burning speeder. Kenobi joined him without a word. Blue and red blades crossed street side by side, not as master and apprentice, not as brothers, but as two men fighting evil at last. Luke and Leia led civilians toward the docks. But Palpatine had chosen this ground well. The fleet stopped firing because a shuttle had entered orbit. Its ramp opened before it landed. The Emperor stepped into the war himself, hooded and certain. Every soldier dropped to a knee. Every Inquisitor backed away. Palpatine did not need an army now. He had the fear of all present, and he intended to shape it into victory. Lightning burst from his hands and ripped across the square. Kenobi blocked what he could. Vader absorbed what he must. The pavement exploded under them. Luke and Leia felt the Force shake like a wound. This was the final shape of the choice. Kenobi saw it clearly. If they fought Palpatine as they were, they would all die. So he called to Luke and Leia, not with words alone, but through the Force. He told them to trust each other. Leia took Luke's hand. The twins closed their eyes. They were frightened and young, yet together they did something no Sith had ever understood. They gave freely. Hope flowed from one to the other, then outward to Kenobi, then to Vader. For heartbeat, Anakin remembered who he had been before fear taught him to kneel. Vader rose through the storm. He did not scream. He did not declare himself. He simply turned and faced his master. Palpatine smiled, as if he had expected betrayal. Their power collided in a blast of light that split the square apart. Kenobi grabbed the children and drove them toward the transport while Vader held the line alone. For seconds that felt like years, Anakin fought for his son, his daughter, and the teacher he had betrayed. Then the shuttle engines roared. Luke reached back. Leia screamed for him, and Vader vanished inside white fire that swallowed the Emperor whole. The transport lifted into the burning sky, and Obi-Wan did not look away. Behind them, Ord Mantell disappeared in light. Ahead of them, the children of Anakin Skywalker carried the last hope of the Force into a galaxy that still did not know who had survived.